Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to cover tips on leveling through Northrend on your way to level 80. Let's get right into it. Tip number 1. Be sure to visit your class trainer on level 71 and other odd levels. You get some of very important skills, aka spells, while leveling through Northrend, such as 71 Divine Plea for Paladins and 75 Shield of the Righteous, which is also huge for protection paladins. Shamans get Lava Burst on level 75, Kill Shot goes to Hunters, and Tricks of the Trade for Rogues at level 75. Some of these spells are really important for all of the classes, and you might as well learn how to play properly while you're leveling, so that you don't get surprised by other people screaming at you when you ding level 80. So yeah, hit that class trainer, level 71 and 75 as well. You'll thank me later. Tip number 2. Pick up faction tabards along the way before you start doing high level dungeons. Most factions require at least friendly reputation to pick up the tabards that will award you with extra rep once you're doing high level dungeons. While you're leveling, you can do quests in Burdian Tundra for Kirin Torenburn quest as well as Dragonblight Temple. For Argent Dawn, you will find a lot of quests in Zuldrak and the lower part of Icecrown. Knights of the Ebon Blade require a chain quest to be completed, but it's not that long. Pick up the first quest in Dalaran, then go to the flying airship of your designated faction, and then you will finish the full chain quest and be rewarded with a lot of cool pre-beast items potentially. Anyway, these tabards and reputation is important, since all of your endgame head enchants come from there, as well as a couple of pre-beast items and some profession patterns. Do not forget the tabards. Tip number 3. You can start your Sons of Horder chain quest on level 77. Sons of Horder are very important since that faction gives you endgame shoulder enchants for most classes and specs. Early on in tier 7, you can use your TBC shoulder enchants. They will be sufficient while you're clearing nags since you won't be exalted that fast early on. There are exceptions and alternatives though. If you picked up Inscription as your profession and potentially don't care about min-maxing, you get a better version of the shoulder enchant. There are also PvP shoulder enchants from Wintergrasp that have Resilience as their secondary stat and are also potentially a solid alternative at the start. Tanks that don't care about defense cap can go for a PvP enchant. It should cost 10,000 honor and has a very solid chunk of stamina. Tip number 4. You don't need normal or epic flying, and you don't even need cold weather flying for that matter. You can get the Loned Griffin / Wyvern in Storm Peaks from a goblin. It is basically a free flying mount that works in Storm Peaks, Sholazar Basin, and Icecrown. You can complete all of your aforementioned chain quests with this mount and gather herbs / ores as well. Also, in Wrath, the quote-unquote slow flying increases your speed by 150% instead of 60% that we get in TBC. Do not feel any kind of pressure if you're short on gold going into Wrath. You don't need to burn it on any type of flying early on, unless you really want to zoom as fast as possible. You can save your gold for gems and enchants or even dual spec, which will enable you to extend the scope of your class and perform even better in some scenarios. Tip number 5. Don't hard focus on leveling through dungeons. It can be super grindy and it gets very boring really fast. Even if you have a group of friends and all of you are smashing content, you will still reach a point where you will consider your life choices and whether you should be playing WoW again after 15 years. Maybe you should ask your boss for a raise, or even ask the cute bartender out for a date. Why are you even playing WoW again? Anyway, my point is that quest chains reward amazing loot and XP, more so than you would imagine. you will find decent items in high-end zones as wanted, group, or chain quest rewards. Now, some of these might not be an upgrade from your Sunwell Bis, or they might be a side grade, but a lot of players, myself included, will not have Sunwell Bis, and it is not necessary for raiding progression as well. You can get ready for dungeons and heroic grind just by obtaining quest gear and doing a couple of normal mode dungeons along your journey to level 80. You don't need to waste thousands of gold in GDKP runs to gear out your Wrath characters as long as you diversify your leveling. Also, one of the biggest wastes of money is to buy a leveling guide, since leveling zones in Wrath are a hub, and a lot of the quests point you in the direction of the next hub. My point of this video is to hopefully give you alternatives that will save you gold and potentially your hard-earned money. Play smart, don't swipe. If you liked the video, drop a like. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. And you can find me live on my Twitch page, which you can find in the description below the video. And on that note, roll the outro.